till the night before Christmas to be good.
And in 3, 2, 1, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 11 of the Prehistoric podcast. We are, well, I guess 2 away, but I mean 1 away from being finished our 12 podcasts of Christmas. I am ecstatic.
And you are Francois Denishin.
And thank you very much, Bradford. I am Francois Denishin.
I am Bradford Peterson.
And I'm Andrew Sorsdahl.
And we are Josie and the Pussycats.
Together, we make up the Prehistoric Productions
Team.
Team.
That's an inside joke from an unreleased podcast earlier on there. So anyway, what did we just finish doing, guys?
We just finished doing the interview footage for the Concert in the Middle of Nowhere special church. It's location's the church.
Yeah.
The event that we filmed and we're putting the cutout out is called The Concert in the Middle of Nowhere, and we're looking to release that
Sometime in the new year.
sometime in the new year on. It's actually going to go on cable access. It's going to be on TV.
Yeah, so very excited about that.
Very excited
Yeah.
about that.
First part's on
Interviews
TV.
looked really good, and then we left the church and we went to the owner's house and had a beautiful lunch. It was delicious.
Beautiful meal.
Amazing.
A chicken orzo lemon soup.
It's
and
like
some beef buns.
Like
We've been-
everything made from that's their beef that they butchered.
That's their
and
homemade buns.
And
I was gonna say-
buns. Yeah, just amazing.
we've been living off Wendy's and like frozen food for like a while now.
Because we're so busy and lazy.
So I mean,
Well,
that
not really
was
lazy at all. It's actually just
It's just
there's just no time.
that was absolutely beautiful having that meal.
Yeah, home cooked meals are always cherished.
They're the tops.
Superb.
They're the tops, aren't they, guys?
Yeah, the tops.
So anyway, we're back on our way to Saskatoon. We gotta hurry a little bit because if we don't get back before my girlfriend, she's gonna hang me by my nuts, which would suck because I'm pretty heavy and I don't know how well a sack pouch can hold up.
I don't know how
Weight.
much.
That-
How much?
It would be really awkward also because Kelsey would try to lift you up and to hang you, and she couldn't do it on her own. So Francois and I are definitely gonna have to help her with that.
She will have to ask us for help,
Yeah.
and because we like her way more than we like you, we'll
But
definitely
the problem
assist her.
is
Yeah.
we still have another podcast to film when we get home, so it can't be 100% cleaned up. So Kels, I'm sorry about that.
But I mean,
Thank
Brad
you,
doesn't need
Kelsey.
testicles to do a podcast. That's not a. He didn't
No.
need those.
I would still
Take 'em.
enjoy them. Nope.
Take him.
No.
Take 'em
No,
all.
Hello, here we go. So, I'd like to kind of go back and reflect on what we've learned from the 12 podcasts of Christmas. What
Let's save-
changes we've seen.
Let's save that for the 12th one.
No, I think the 12th one will actually be able to sit down and figure topics out. And I feel like this one's going to run dry real quick if we don't start reflecting on things.
We gotta
So
talk
we're
about
gonna-
what we
we're gonna
learned.
do the mid-season flashback episode.
Yeah. The reflection.
All right.
Maybe have some voiceover stuff in this one where we talk about the gingerbread houses and stuff. So let's start with Francois. What worked from this experiment?
What worked? Well, I have to say, the whole idea worked. Period. I can't imagine when you go into doing a podcast, the advice you'll get from online sources or other people who do podcasts, they're like, just turn a camera on, just start talking, and then eventually you'll get good at it, and you'll eventually be able to do it. And they say the hardest part is just turning on the camera. And now, having done a couple, having two unreleased, maybe three, two unreleased podcasts, three unreleased podcasts, and then now we have we're on our 11th podcast. We're on our 11th official podcast now.
Yeah.
I think they were 100% right. At the end of the day, just turn the camera on and just start talking, because I mean, it really is just that initial jump. So I'm very proud of us for doing that and for getting it done and for it working. What else worked for the podcast? I think definitely coming up with topics beforehand. Just a couple things that are happening in our lives at that period of time. Things we're interested in. Stuff we picked up at the bar. Anything. Movies. Anything. Just write them down so you have a constant follow up to any conversation. There's no dead air. There's no blank spaces. It's a really good idea to have a nice firm topic list laid out.
For
Yeah,
me,
I think that's a big thing.
My biggest thing was that I learned a lot, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable now. And I've never had discomfort with cameras or being on stage or public speaking, but when you don't feel as comfortable as you normally would just talking with a couple of friends, and the cameras feel intrusive at first, you resort to like this, like that, like that, and ugh. So I feel a lot more comfortable in front of the camera now, and I can kind of choose my words more carefully and express myself more eloquently, which I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I can tell that from looking back at the previous one that we've already done, and just being cognizant of what you're saying and how you're expressing yourself.
Yeah.
That's only going to get better, and we're not. Yeah, and for me, what has worked is I personally love the idea of a car podcast. Just everything about it. I like how it looks personally. I really like that we're doing something that we would have to do anyways. We're driving back.
Yeah.
We're driving to somewhere, and we actually get to film the conversation that we were going to have anyways.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I think that's. I don't know. You guys let us know what you think. Do you like the car podcast? Do you not? Let us know, because we want to. We're doing this. Well, we're doing this for ourselves, and we obviously care about our audience. So.
Have you
Let
checked
us
the
know.
audio from the car podcast before? Does it sound way better?
Oh, way better.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're coming through clear now. Mine's probably the noisiest, is it not?
Yeah, yours has some noise, but it's still okay.
I mean, there's certain limitations. I guess I could wear a fucking headset or
Well, I
have a lav
think-
mic, but
I think no matter what, there's going to be that background noise, and it's just a matter of can you hear everyone clearly when they talk? And before, you couldn't really hear everyone really clearly.
yeah.
And with these ones, we've all got our own mic, so we can easily hear each individual voice.
Absolutely.
No problem.
All right, now to you, Andrew. What would you have done differently if we started the 12 podcasts of Christmas tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I would say there's no way we can do this.
No. I'm saying if tomorrow was when we started before.
I would have had a more concrete idea as to when we could actually film podcasts, and stick to that, because I think we tried to do that, and then stuff got in the way, and we ended up having to film like again. We ended up having to film several times, more than 1 hour at a time,
Yeah.
which gets taxing, and it's hard to keep filming and have different things to talk about and keep it fresh and interesting. So I would plan it out better, I guess, making sure we had enough time to break and plan between podcasts at the very least.
The big thing I liked about the 12 podcasts of Christmas is we really pushed ourselves a little bit, and the Christmas break's coming up right away, so it was nice to push ourselves and then have that break and know that we can do it if we have to, that we're totally optional to do it, and that we can achieve something that we're.
I mean, boys, as much it's tradition now. It's Christmas. That's December's thing now. 12 podcasts of Christmas. That's December's
Yeah,
thing.
see, I don't mind that if we can do it.
No, well,
at
now
December,
in the future
December 1st.
we know that we have 12 podcasts for Christmas, so December 1st.
Fucking
We're
go,
ready.
go.
Yeah.
We can also plan for an entire year what we're going to do for the 12 podcasts of Christmas.
It's
Yeah.
true.
We've got lots.
So I think that's a nice thing, though. That is a really nice thing to have for Christmas.
I do too. I think
Yeah.
it's
It's
cool.
solid.
Yeah, I'd really like the concept.
Because I mean, what we'd have 52 if we just did once a week. We'd have 52 podcasts a year.
Yeah, so this cranks it up to.
So yeah, that gets
64.
No, because there's not. We have to minus the 4 we would have in December.
be 48 plus 12.
No, 10 plus 8. Because you got to take 4 off because there's normally 4. Oh, 48 plus 12.
That's 52 weeks. Yeah, minus 4 weeks
yeah,
for the
you're
last
right.
month. So yeah,
60 podcasts.
60.
Even. That's nice. I
60
really
podcasts.
I really like even numbers like that. That
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Yeah, like 60 podcasts a year.
Well, and we're also gonna have to, because we're not gonna do one every week. There's gonna be weeks where we're on vacation, or there's gonna be weeks where there's not a podcast.
Yeah, but I would still shoot for 60.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, for sure.
I mean, and then we can shoot like, if we miss a week, then we can shoot 2.
2 hour.
Just shoot extra, yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Or I think the better thing would be is to know what week we're missing, shoot one earlier, and then release it that week. Just like have it so that it releases that week. Like upload it like 2 weeks earlier, and then just go online and click release, and then that week
Yeah.
there's
And
another one.
I'm gonna try to have them on fucking iTunes before January 1st.
I will make that fucking logo. We're gonna go home. We're gonna have a power nap. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna film our last podcast of this month. Fuck yes. Then we're gonna go to sleep again, and then I'll wake up, and then I'll do that fucking logo, and then you can upload all day long.
Yeah.
Oh, you should check our YouTube channel right now and see if number 2's up. We can actually post number 2 while we're filming number 11.
Well, I don't know if the thing is, I don't think it's public.
Yeah, but you have YouTube on our YouTube on your phone, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but I'm on my account.
Well, god damn it, close that account down.
I'm signing into Prehistoric Productions.
Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna try and one of our big problems is the speed of my internet makes it almost impossible to upload.
There it is, number 2.
All done.
Minute, hour, and 13 seconds, almost perfectly an hour.
So number 2 is officially up. Not public. Not published.
Night before Christmas.
So don't fucking look for it. No, by the time you hear this,
It will be well released.
it will have been uploaded.
So old by the
For
time 11
years.
comes out.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be uploaded. Like, we'll go home and upload it. Like, it's gonna be uploaded in
Post it, you mean?
post haste.
No, you said posted.
I
not
said post
haste.
it.
Oh, I thought
You
you
don't
said
need to
post
upload.
haste.
It's not uploading. It needs to be posted.
Post haste.
It's already just finished uploading, probably.
No, Kelsey
I can't- we don't have any apologies on this thing. It's just like the wide goes away, then you go away, then the wide comes back, then you come back.
Well, maybe we just strategically cut it. Like
And on
that.
on this screen, you cannot. If you watch it like this small, you can't tell that the wide is blurry.
Well, now you can.
What?
I said, well, now you can.
You can't. Well, they don't know. This is podcast 11.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
You
you.
didn't like podcast 2? Fuck yeah.
We.
I love we only have number 2 uploaded.
What do you mean only?
Like we're backlogged with 9.
Backlog to 9. We got a lot of
It's
editing.
absolute fucking slugfest to get number 2 out.
We got a lot of editing ahead of us.
Like so much talking has been done.
What podcasts do I have? 4 and 5 on my computer right now?
Yes, you're gonna do 4 and 5.
I'm doing 4, 5, and 10, 11.
First one I need to hammer number 3, and then you need to hammer 4 and 5, and then we can.
Then we
kind
just
of-
need to hammer 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I should, with my mom's internet, I should be able to do them overnight. If I do them early, start them early evening,
Yeah.
then just leave them to go for into the next morning.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
You know what we should do? Maybe we should shoot an Employer Who Cloned Me remake.
What'd you say?
Shoot an Employer Who Cloned Me remake.
A remake? Why a remake?
I don't know, so it's really good and not as long and.
Fair enough. We could do a remake, I guess. Pull our old one down and. Oh yeah, we could, because we
It's
could.
more or less a shot
Because then
for
we'll be the
shot.
same. Because then you'll be in
Ontario.
We could do the whole thing again. Yeah, we could totally do that. That would be.
We should.
We
Rewrite
should.
it.
That would
I
be.
would-
That'd be fun.
Rewrite it like a little bit, a couple things.
Oh, definitely rewrite it.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the fat and like really plan the shots out so that there's not so much waiting, and then make the cloning shots look 1,000 times better.
And have
'cause-
really clear audio.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Fuck it, let's
Don't
do it.
wait for the night before
Okay, well,
Christmas.
we're going to do. Are we saying we're doing it?
What?
We're just fucking saying it. We're doing it.
Fuck it, yeah. We're gonna film.
We
we're
last
gonna
year.
reshoot. We're gonna
Last
reshoot.
year we made a Christmas short, and the quality wasn't up to snuff. So we're gonna remake a new one.
We're gonna reshoot it. A very prehistoric Christmas, Mark II.
And I think the other important thing is that we've got.
Because I like that. Starting now, all the canonical stuff. Canonical? What?
I have no idea.
Canonical? Anyway, anything that has to do with our own personal canon, we're gonna try and bump the quality.
And like now we know it's like we made that Christmas video, and I was just kind of like, oh, it'd be funny if we threw clones in
Yeah.
without any plan. But now that we have a plan, it's like
So-
we can
like,
actually
we
write.
should do
We can write around.
some stuff we should do shot for shot remakes,
Like what?
like the
We just make them better.
Churn and all that.
yeah, like that's shot for shot remake. And when we first walk in, I like
Yeah,
that
just make
shot
them
for shot
better.
remake, Yeah,
Like I like the pan over to me, and I
But
like the
I'll try and wear the same shirt and the same glasses and the same jacket.
for the receptionist.
Yeah,
And then yeah, the receptionist shot will be 1,000 times better because I know, like we know how to do all that stuff now. So.
It would be really cool if you shot a bunch of it with your full beard, everything you need with your full beard, and then have some of your clones have another, like, trim your beard in a different way, so it's like
the different clones.
different clones have a different beard.
I could do that.
It might be a little bit involved, and I don't want to put that on you guys. It would just be kind of cool.
Like, weird.
Francois wants to hit me right now. I can tell.
It'll just be impossible because we have to film like the clone stuff. You have to film in one take. A lot of the clone stuff you have to film in one take, or all the clone stuff you have to film in one take if you don't have a green screen.
Yeah.
So
And this time we can really plan out so we do not interact with our
with each
clones.
other, yeah. Now we can like really, yeah.
And we have time and equipment and knowledge.
We should get rid of all that title card stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I
Oh no, yeah, I agree. Get rid of it.
Okay, good.
Never mind. I won't explain myself. Yeah.
And you should, you know what you should do is take the original, the snow falling and the writing, and then like have it go halfway and then fucking explode and then like do a like really fucking animated After Effects like big sweeping gorgeous thing.
Yeah, I just rotoscope so much stuff in. But
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like when the old one writes itself in.
Yeah.
Have that like half play and then blow up and be like, now this is the fucking HD version or
Yeah.
like the fucking. You hate that idea.
Yeah.
no, I think we should start it out fresh, new.
No, I love it. It's just, it's like you should fucking do a lot of work.
No. Why is that tough? Make the old one blow up and blow away? You could do that 1,000 times. What?
You don't understand what you're asking, Brad.
I've watched him fucking do it. Easy. Are you kidding
Easy.
me?
Just 4 or 5 hours.
You make that fucking green screen explosion on my Peregrine Pesticides in like 2 seconds.
Oh, you just want that?
Yeah, I was just saying like have it blow up and then it's
Oh
like.
yeah, sure, I could do that. No problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd want to do it better than that.
Well, then you do it. Fucking do it. I don't give a shit how long it takes.
No, I like the idea of it. Sorry. The thing is, like, the only people who get it is us. Because no one else fucking seen it.
I really want to sit down when we get back from Christmas and figure out the Molly and like how we're gonna tie everything together and kind of write that arc and how we want it to go.
Yeah. Some of it's gonna come biologically and organically.
Biologically.
Well, I think what we need to do though is kind of figure out what the key points are.
Yeah. How the main series tie together.
What main events we need to make it tie together.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Hopefully we can release it. When should we release Brad Plays?
Well, I'm gonna.
New Year probably, I would say.
Yeah. I'm gonna. The moment I get respite from the podcast, I'm gonna edit that thing.
I think.
Actually, it's probably you are gonna be asleep, and I'm just gonna wake up and finish it one night, and then.
First podcast we should do in the year should be on the way to Loon Lake.
Yeah, we can do that.
We could do a podcast. 'Cause that's a long.
Oh no.
drive.
Well, yeah, we can. Cause we'll meet bigger or wherever I said.
What?
Like we'll meet somewhere on the highway, like I said, and then we can just do it from there on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No matter where we meet, it's going to be at least an hour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we easily do it.
We do a couple if we needed to.
Everyone can talk about their Christmas and stuff. Yeah, no, a remake of that one would be awesome because I really loved the concept.
Me too.
I don't even hate the shots we had. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story, like Francois said, just kind of trim it up a little bit, clean it up, make it nice.
Yeah. Add a real light in. Well, George Lucas the shit out of it.
We used those medical lights.
Yeah. Yeah, we did, didn't we? We used your dad's lights
Yeah.
for that clinic.
I love how, like, originally with a lot of the stuff we did, it was $10 desk lamps from Zellers
Yeah,
that we used for lighting. And what was the other thing we used that was just, it was ingenious, but it was also
League of
just
Wolves
so
had
cheap.
their show lights.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like stage lights that we used to.
Light stuff. That thing actually wasn't that bad. They had barn doors on them, didn't they?
No,
No, they didn't.
they had filters.
Oh, filters you can put on top. That's
Color
right.
gels.
Yeah. Well, that's all right then. And then I mean the other stuff, I'm super happy with the new Molly stuff. I think the quality's up there.
Yeah. The thing that's holding us back right now really is, other than time, just we need locations. We need locations that we can just have
Yeah.
and take over without paying for any money. Paying any money,
Yeah.
which obviously is a difficult.
We could go and do a slew of creative projects. You came like, you could do stuff with my farm and build sets. It wouldn't be tough, like simple stuff, outdoor stuff.
I mean, we have access to a medical clinic.
Yeah, exactly.
That's huge.
Yeah. Hopefully we can come up with a slew of new creative stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys? Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna write 3 5-minute shorts that are completely doable in Cabri with us 3 over the break.
Okay.
Like create like shorts.
And I've got some ideas now for that I really like for that that thing we're going to be doing at Loon Lake.
Yeah, that would be
potentially.
big.
Mm.
Yeah, I really want.
That's obviously going to be a bit longer though, that time.
No, I'm thinking that one like closer to 10 minutes, especially if that one guy that we know is going to be involved.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm speaking so mysteriously, but
It's got to be done.
it's got to be.
So many secrets that you don't know about.
They're so cool and
So
interesting.
cool, we can't even talk about them really, but
You're not in on it.
I can't. What else do we want to do with that? The night before Christmas.
what?
I can't believe how well Andrew's Skype conversation filmed.
Yeah.
Like it's so clear.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really impressed.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I just hate my performance because I didn't play how I wanted it to play, really.
Mm.
The whole dropping the whole evil dude accent, just played like I couldn't act. It was fucking up, not.
I caught it.
Well, but yeah, you also helped come up with the idea and make it. So
Oh well, I guess.
if it doesn't come across to us, then we really fucked up.
Yeah.
We really fucked up.
So
Like if we're filming it and we're already like, this is gonna work, we'll just film it anyway.
yeah, fuck it.
This is fucked. This is fucked. This is not at all what we wanted.
I'm gonna keep my secretary the same. I'm gonna make sure that I don't have a fucking wicked bald spot.
We should definitely play up the whole, like, you notice anything weird about this place?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
really play that up, because we kind of threw that in there, but not really. And the Brad, that's the line, that's the one thing I wish I could change the most out of the whole thing, is when he's like, oh, hi there, and I said, yeah, we're Brad Peterson, President Edition. Why did I say that? I wish you would have said it, because then it would have been so much funnier.
Yeah, I'll say that line.
Yeah. You say your own name.
And we'll wear our Prehistoric Productions stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll actually have our company clothes on.
I don't know. I'm gonna do a different take on the whole villain thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Right now, like this take, if we do this as like a final cut of this thing, then that will be your character.
Yeah.
Because that's the real Andrew.
So
character.
you gotta
Is that the real Andrew?
Well, you're the
Yeah,
head.
you're the head.
You're the mastermind.
We don't know if that's the.
Well, we can play it up later, but I think if we get a big enough following, they're gonna start getting pissed off. It's like, is that the real Andrew? It's like, well, I'm not sure. We should play it right now like that's the main character.
Okay, well then I definitely don't want to be all. What do you have for me, gentlemen? Terrible accent. No one likes. Yeah, I'll just play normal then. Straight up. Straight up G.
No, straight Andrew's shit. Try like be somebody else.
Gangster life is the life for me. That's generally good advice, I think.
Don't be yourself. Be somebody else. No, it's whatever. And then, yeah, our clones touch each other, and
That sounds.
oh, are we gonna redo that?
Our clothes touch each other.
Are we gonna be drugs and alcohol? Are we gonna redo that? No, I like that original one.
I just haven't not.
We
been as
could
quite as
redo
long.
it. We could make it. I thought it was the perfect length. I don't think it's too long at all. Like it doesn't.
The thing for me is, it either has to be shorter, like much shorter, because what happens is it's funny and then it gets on your nerves, and then it goes so long that it gets funny again because it's like Peter's.
I love the straight face at the end.
I do too. Like it. You want to redo it?
Yeah.
But we have to keep.
Because the thing is, like, with better sound, because the thing is you can't really hear us. That's the one thing. When we say we like drugs and we like alcohol, you can't really hear us.
We like
I mean, you
drugs
can, you get it, but I
and
mean, it's like,
alcohol.
if we had, like, really good sound.
And we should, but we got to keep the filters have to be the exact same.
Oh, wow. That would be tough.
And I want you to have that fucking fuck up. You have to try and simulate that fuck up.
Impossible.
What fuck up?
Why?
It was a glitch, like, when Adobe was rendering the file, it glitched this one part so that it, like, flashes and, like, goes back to normal for a second and then flashes back, and it's really jarring and, like, really hardcore.
I love it. I love it.
Or try, I guess. I mean, even just trying to make it look the same will be so tough because
We can also
all I did was just like drag thousands of effects and then just like really hammer the numbers in all crazy places and then render it.
drugs.
I love the fade, the both mouths on top of each other.
Drugs. It'll be even funnier with Brad's full beard now.
drugs and alcohol. What, I just have a mustache? Oh, I had that fucking chin beard. What was I doing?
It's like goatee, but not really.
No, but my chin beard came too far. Like I should have fucking shaved it here, and I had it like fucking down on my Adam's
It
apple.
kind of looks. It
What
looks
the?
pretty,
It looks fucked.
it looks
Like what?
greasy.
What the fuck was I
You
doing?
just look like.
I have that same beard in the fucking Dylan Curry.
Island Curry.
Between two legs.
And it looks like
worked in
shit.
that-
Like I'm the
it worked-
ugliest guy
it
that
worked-
ever fucking lived.
It
What
worked.
am I doing?
It worked in that one. You look like that Dylan Curry thing. You just look the skeeviest, greasiest guy.
Probably why Dylan's dad believed that you were fucking with him.
The suit jacket and the white T-shirt. That's what made it for me.
Whatever. Fuck you. I look so good.
It looks so good.
I'm so handsome. Yeah, like drugs and alcohol.
And apparently I'll have access to a fucking cat this Christmas. So instead of princess, like the dog, I can have a cat.
Yeah, but will the cat stay? The cat stay?
It's a little kitten. I'll grab it and make it stay.
I'll go ahead and make it stay.
No, princess will stay. I'll use my sister's dog instead. That was too funny.
I wouldn't call Prince her dog.
She's really my dog.
It's really our dog. Like your family's dog is actually our dog.
Prehistoric Productions.
No,
company.
not you. Our is a very unique group that includes Jane, Andrew, and myself.
Okay.
It doesn't involve Maddie, which is actually initially her dog, correct?
Yes.
It doesn't. This doesn't involve her. It's like I think Madison's awesome, super nice girl. If she said, "What about me?" I would say, "No, this does not involve you."
Small dog is
Small
my
dog.
dog.
Small dog's our dog.
Our dog, yeah.
Like I want a family photo of you and Jane and I, and then small dog.
It's small dog.
That'd be pretty hilarious photo.
Anyway, yeah, you should explain who small dog is, or did we already say this? Did we say it in the last podcast?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
remember.
Andrew Swell. Oh yeah, when Francois was talking about fucking eating dogs, and I had to eat your dog and kill a bunch of dogs. We literally had a Michael Vick fucking podcast. All right, anybody who's interested, I'm fucking fueling this car up. So that's what's happening. You guys continue to canter on. And I'm gonna fuel up.
All right. Cool. All right. So there's two of us now. This
Mhm.
is so difficult to carry a conversation. I don't know. Francois and I don't really interact ever.
I'm exhausted.
Interesting. There was a moment there where I almost fell. I literally almost fell asleep in the car like just 5 minutes ago.
I keep drifting.
I know it's hard. You're running on no sleep. I'm running on like hour and a half ish, 2 maybe.
I have to sleep eventually. I can't just keep not sleeping.
Yeah, it's not good. Not sleeping is really not good.
I feel like I'm back in high school. This was my high school experience. It was just this days. Like I would go to class every day, and it was just droning, and then like my classmates would talk, and then I would just get really, really upset, but I wouldn't show that I was upset. I would just be so annoyed all day because I was like, all I want to fucking do is
Just
sleep,
overtired
and you just keep talking. Please shut up. Like that's all. I was fucking grade 12. That's all I did the whole fucking year.
Yeah. For me, that was university because I was just so uninterested in the whole academic pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would just procrastinate, and then forget. And then I would get some email that's like, oh, you have, from my calendar, and it would say, oh, this paper's due tomorrow. Oh,
Shit.
10-page English paper due tomorrow. I guess I'm not sleeping for a day and a half. And I remember distinctly this would have been about a week. Yeah, a week where I had a paper or a test every day. So there was a 60-hour period where I did not sleep at all. I just did not sleep for 60 hours. Just pumped my body full of so much caffeine, and by the end of it, I was so wired and I was just overtired, and I wanted to sleep so badly, but I just couldn't sleep because I had so much caffeine and was just so overtired. I was just sitting there and I was just shaking from being so tired and but I got through it and I managed to live and sleep.
Live and sleep.
I probably slept for 14 hours straight after that.
Mm-hmm. Because when we finished that podcast last night, like four
on the dot, just about.
Just 4 on the dot. Yeah.
Just about like 4:50, 4:55.
And I wanted to do some editing last night, but I couldn't even do that.
Because you had to transfer
all that data. Man, that took forever.
Yeah.
It was like I would transfer data, and then I would clean, and then I would transfer data, and then I would clean, and then I would transfer data, and I would clean. I was like, maybe one day I'll be able to look at some footage.
No. But that day is not this day.
That day, 'tis not this day.
So, did you keep the guests entertained?
Not really.
I mean, I feel like
I
it definitely was the highest quality section of this hour so far.
Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck, my camera's not even recording.
It hasn't been recording this whole time?
Nope, took one photo.
Yikes.
How it switched over to photo mode, I have no idea.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fine. You know what? We cut out a whole... What's the point of having him in there anyway?
It's true. Are you going to start recording, Brad?
I know, so we're going to go into 7-Eleven right away anyway.
Well, this is a good time to take a break. We're at 30 minutes.
Time to take a break. The first time in a podcast, we've just like shut the camera off and put it back on.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck it. We're going to 7-Eleven, get some energy drinks.
It was fucking recording, like it was counting up.
Well, then
you're
you
really
got
dumb.
you got some footage.
You're dumb, Brad. You're dumb. I don't know what. Why? Just why?
Oh no, it's just photos.
Just several photos.
They're just
How the
one.
fuck did you switch to photo mode?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I was recording video. Hello there, maggots.
The thing
I love how you told me earlier. You said to me, you're like, no, I'm not going to say that word on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this is actually
I think this is a good segue. People need to understand that when we use that word, we're referring to very much that if you watch the South Park episode called The F Word, about that, and then get back to us if you want to complain.
We're taking a break. We're going to 7-Eleven.
We need caffeine or we shall. We're back.
I will not have a camera for the beginning.
You did not have
that's a good thing.
a camera. Yeah, that's better that way.
We're really sparing our audience.
The number one complaint we've had is there's
too much
Brad.
Brad.
You know what you should do?
just
Too
Brad,
much-
period.
Too much Brad, not enough cowbell.
Not enough cowbell.
Gotta have
What
more
did you
cowbell.
do? We should just take a photo of me, a stock photo, and then when I'm talking, just cut to it.
Oh, that's how it actually
That'd be hilarious.
That'll be good.
And go in and muffle the audio so it sounds like I'm like I'm a news reporter, and then just put my picture in the corner. Anyway,
would you rather? I'm gonna look up some would you rather's.
so we were talking about how we've yet to truly identify ourselves as Canadian on the podcast.
We do.
Yes, we're so Canadian that it hurts. I hope it would shine through without
Yeah.
us having to say anything, but we're going to explicitly say we are Canadian.
Not American.
Not American. We are definitely not American.
We never want to be American.
I really don't want to be an American, no. I'm totally cool being...
We're better than Americans.
Yeah, I usually don't like to attach myself to fairly outrageous, controversial things like that, but I would agree with you there.
What do you think, Brad? Are we better than Americans?
There's that T-shirt. It's like Canadians are just intelligent, unarmed Americans with health care.
Yeah.
And I'm inclined to agree.
Thing is, that kind of makes us not Canadian, saying that we're so fucking good.
Yeah, that's very un-Canadian to be
Yeah. Super confident.
confident or
Arrogant.
even remotely, not even rude, but like outrageous. Just being well, not outrageous is the wrong word, but being in your face at
Yeah.
all is
Well,
not
so-
very Canadian.
Here we go. Are we ready for some would you rathers?
Yeah, might as well.
Would you rather lose your sex organs forever or gain 200 pounds for the rest of your life?
Jesus. Well, for me, if I gain 200 more pounds, I'm going to lose my sex organs.
Yeah.
So that's not really a fair question for me. Because if I gain another 200 pounds, that's just
Lose them, not as like can't find.
Can't find.
like trying to find the remote when it gets lost in the couch. Yeah.
What do you think, Brad?
Lose my.
You thought that was so funny, didn't you?
Okay,
I'm so
200
glad.
pounds.
It was the first. It was the first question on. I'm like, this is fucking perfect.
Lose my sex organ or gain 200 pounds. Like I'm a fucking eunuch.
Well, yeah, essentially.
Like American Dad,
You're like a-
the smoothening. when
You're
you
like a
come in.
Ken doll.
Smooth and everything.
The smoothening, yeah.
I hate 200 pounds.
Nothing like a cool, refreshing Monster beverage while you're podcasting.
The Prehistoric podcast, not sponsored by Monster Energy.
We're not sponsored by anybody, so just throwing that out there.
200 pounds or you lose your dick.
Fuck, I like my dick.
Yeah, you do, but I mean, if you gain 200 pounds, it's not really going to serve a purpose. I guess you could pay people to fiddle around with it.
The other thing is, like, you can get 200 pounds of muscle. It doesn't say fat. I mean, maybe 100 pounds of muscle, 100 pounds of fat.
I was just say 200 pounds of muscle. What the fuck would that creature look like?
That would be terrifying.
I don't know, Arnold was like 340.
At his peak.
Yeah.
But he's also like 1,000 feet tall.
I feel like it's a slight exaggeration.
Just a slight one, though.
I guess lose my sex organ.
Lose your sex organ?
I'll just become one of those you can look but you can't touch.
Yeah, I think I'd lose my sex organ. But the thing is, I just because
If you
the
put
reason I don't
200
want to gain 200 pounds is because it's like I feel like then it'll be hard for me to get women. But the thing is like losing my sex organ, then women are eliminated completely.
But you see, the thing is, Francois, like if I gain 200 pounds, it's like I said, it's like might as well lose my sex organ. I wouldn't be able to. I would actually have lost it because I wouldn't be able to find it. But for you would gain 200 pounds and you'd be pretty normal size.
Pretty normal
at that point.
size.
Yeah.
For you to gain 200 pounds, it's like, wow, Francois really bulked up, didn't he? So, kind of totally opposite ends of the spectrum on that
That's
one.
true.
Well, it is because when you're 200 pounds, either you're gaining more than your body weight, or it's like, oh, only 200 pounds. It's like that's only 2/3 of my
The thing
body
is,
weight.
if I gained 200 pounds, I would weigh like
355.
355. So
You also have a very small bone structure. You would be in a lot of pain.
you'd be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, his frame is not meant to support that.
No, not even a little bit. My shoulders would probably pop out of their sockets just because the fat would push my shoulders out of my sockets, and then the fat in my neck would push my neck joints, and my bones would just get pushed. I would just be a bag of jelly and bones.
Okay, what's another good one?
Okay, Let me see. What's a good one?
I would love. We were fucking shooting a podcast. I just had a semi and just kill this.
Would you?
Jesus
Here we go.
Christ.
Here we go.
It would be wicked to have video. This car just thrashed around 3 GoPros because they totally survived the crash.
We would be using like every educational
Distracted
sleep
driving.
deprivation and that kind of stuff.
It's like, yeah, don't drive and
Would
film.
you rather die saving 10,000 strangers from death, knowing no one would ever know it was you, or live knowing everyone would know you decided not to save 10,000 people's lives?
But there's no positive to the second one, and the first one is positive.
Well, the first one's positive, but it's like
But
you
you
save
die.
10,000 people, but no one gives a shit because no one knows.
That's
Like you
new-
feel
And
good.
you also die.
You feel
Oh,
good.
you die, number one?
No.
No, you
Oh
don't.
yeah. Would you rather die saving 10,000 straight? Yeah, you die.
So you die, and they also don't know it's you.
Yeah, and no
Oh,
one
I
knows
would
you
live. I
saved.
need the gratification. Absolutely.
Or live knowing everyone would know you decide not to save 10,000 people's
Yeah,
lives.
no, that's fine.
First one.
I choose
number two.
I choose
Number
life.
2, live
I choose life.
live and be responsible for the death of 10,000 people.
Well, no, it's not responsible. It's like your inaction didn't save them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
It's like, did I semi watch? Yeah, fuck it.
Would you rather peel all the nails off your fingers or pull all the teeth out of your mouth? Fingers,
Oh.
nails of fingers for
Nails on
sure.
fingers,
I would
yeah.
do that. I have nightmares about pulling my teeth out.
No, I could do teeth way easier. Fingernails, they're so fucking attached. They're
No, I'm
so-
not even talking about pain. It's just like if I didn't have my teeth, I would have a breakdown.
But if you could get fake teeth, the fingernails thing is like, have you seen Andrew's fucking toe?
You have a fake toe nail?
I don't have a fake toenail. I got really terrible ingrown toenails to the point where my toe would get so infected and swollen it would go like to this, like double the size of the toe, and I would have to drain it with like a sewing needle and like pop it, and like pus would just drain out.
The difference is I'm not.
That sounds awful.
So
I wouldn't. I'm totally
Excuse
okay.
me.
Sorry, my apologies.
Yes, sorry. You're damn right. You're sorry. Everyone talks over everyone. I don't know why I'm just bringing it up now.
Well, that's fine.
But no, yeah, I actually had to get them surgically removed because I was getting them so frequently. Every month I'd get an ingrown toenail like that. About
The reason I brought that up is because it's not super. It's not like anybody really gives a fuck about their toes.
No.
But your fingers are. I would never want my fingers to look like your toe. But I don't give a shit if my toes look like your toe.
no, exactly.
It's easy. You have to
Most
see
people
all the time.
most people don't even notice it. The only time you'd ever notice it is if I pointed it out, or you were for some reason looking at my toenail. You have to actually be looking at my toenail
Yeah.
specifically to notice that it's not there.
Yeah.
So
There's something you learned about Andrew today.
yeah,
It's rock hard. The skin is.
I don't know if it's like just scar tissue.
Scar tissue.
You should
It is.
look at it. It's fucking cool.
I could take my shoulder to the camera. No, that would be bad.
We'll do that later.
Yeah, we can do that later.
We'll do that when everybody loves us.
Yeah.
You
no.
can only hear one song for the rest of your life: Bohemian Rhapsody or Ring of Fire.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
So much
oh,
longer.
and it's got so many different parts to
Yeah.
it. Bohemian
Yeah,
Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody. I agree. You just can't really beat
Is
Queen.
this the real life?
I can maybe do Folsom Prison Blues on repeat forever.
I'm stuck in Folsom.
Would you rather have a time machine that only goes back in time or a time machine that only goes forward in time?
Ooh.
Back.
Forward.
I'd go back because I need to see the fucking dinosaurs.
I'd go back just because you can go back and then go relive and then go back again.
But
Whereas,
you
like,
still age.
Yeah, but that's fine. Well, no. What if I don't use it till I can find a youth serum?
Well, fair enough.
Or what happens-
you found the loophole.
Also, what happens is in the past you altered like does that
Butterfly effect?
butterfly effect does that then send you to the present where you've altered things because you've created a paradox type?
I don't know if we're using X-Men logic or well, yeah. I tell you, if you change shit in the past, then you're never born, and then
Well, I'm not talking like that extreme. I'm talking like Jesus. I keep saying like. I'm talking about doing something, for example, going back and giving yourself, doing like Biff and Back to the Future, giving himself the sports book in the future, so we can make sports bets to make millions and millions of dollars. Because that would drastically impact the future or the present, I suppose.
Yeah, I would just go back to like 1995 or 6 and then have the sports book and then start sports betting early.
Yeah. Like the minute you turn 18.
Yeah. Bet on everything. All in all the time.
Yeah.
What movie is it where they go back in time and try and sports bet? And then the game changes because of the butterfly effect?
Say what?
There's a movie where they go back in time and try and sports bet on the Super Bowl, and then the game changes because they went back in time.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I think I've seen
like
that
there's
movie.
a butterfly flies in front of the fucking kicker, and then he misses the kick, and then the team was winning.
That's funny. I love it when movies take the butterfly effect literally.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that movie? It's a book originally, but anyway, it's called The Sound of Thunder. And in the future, there's this company that develops a time machine, and what they do is they take people on time tours. So basically, they make these time paths, is what they call them. And in the movie, they go back to like the Cretaceous period, right before the dinosaurs died out, and they take these people on this tour. And you have to stay on this like translucent path so that it doesn't affect anything. And then you just go and you get to look at the dinosaurs and whatever. And anyway, so a guy, while they're back there, one of the guys on the tour like slips off the path and he steps on a butterfly and leaves a footprint in the Cretaceous period. And then they go back to the future. And then these time waves start hitting the future, and with every successive time wave, something alters until the future is completely different, and they got to figure out how to like reset the past.
Just because of his footprint.
Yeah, just because he killed one butterfly, and it changed everything. One event changed everything, changed the evolution of mankind. Because I remember it's like human. At the end of the movie, it's like the last time wave hits, because the last time wave is like human. Because with each successive time wave, basically some creatures disappear and are replaced by other creatures, and like different shit happens. So with the last time wave, it hits and human beings change into these like catfish people-looking things that are like really freaky, and it's really weird. The movie has shit CGI, but I don't think it was a bad film. Can't really remember though. Time travel is such a bitch.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to figure out about creating a universe where that's possible.
Yeah, it's you definitely don't do it lightly or passively. It's definitely something that's got to be well planned. My camera's shaking so fucking bad. There we go. No, it's still bad. Whatever, fuck it. You got 0 to live for anyway, right? Bye.
Hey, but
Okay, we got. Okay, let's give me another. Never would I ever. How do you dare? Or whatever that thing is.
Would you rather? Okay.
would you rather be a vampire or a wizard?
Well, that's a good one. Wizard.
Wizard, yeah. Vampire.
Yeah, I think a wizard.
It's like, would you rather be awesome or shitty? It's like,
Or
well,
shitty.
I'll probably take awesome. Actually, I'm not a conformist. I'm gonna take shitty.
Would you rather be filthy rich and live 400 years ago, or be poor and live today?
Something rich and 400 years ago.
Filthy rich.
Yeah. I'd rather be
Really?
the Lord. I'd rather have dominion over a bunch of people and land and be like running show, as opposed to being poor but just get what I get. I'm poor but I get technology that I can't even afford.
I
Like,
can't even afford.
that seems kind of pointless. Rich. I'll choose rich all
What did
the
we do
time.
400 years ago? Like, American
Every time you
Revolution?
have sex, it takes a day off your life. How many times do you have sex?
A day off?
Yeah.
As much as I'm doing it right now.
Yep.
You're gonna do it 1,000 times, like 3 years off? That's a lot of screwing.
A lot of
And that's
screwing.
not very many years.
Wow, I don't know. It piles up.
Yeah, but what is a life without sex?
Yeah, it's not life at all.
It's fair enough. I mean, like, you could. I guess if it was a year off, then that's more.
That gets quick.
That
A day is
quick.
nothing.
What?
A A day is nothing.
I don't know if a day is nothing. I feel like
If
it.
you live in your 90s and you can have sex 3,000 times is 9 years, that's once every day for 10 years.
Okay.
Would you rather?
And as any white comedian will tell you, as soon as you get married, you don't get laid anymore.
Would you rather smell terrible but you can't smell it, or your partner smell terrible and you have to smell it?
Fuck.
That's a tough one.
That is tough.
I hate the idea of personally being smelly.
Yeah,
me
and
too.
I hate other people that smell.
Yeah, but I hate more when it's the idea, like, especially not knowing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being in a crowd, it's like, all these people are avoiding me. Why?
Why?
It's time.
You fucking
It's
stink.
time.
Yeah, I'd go with the number 2, I think, on that one.
Well, I don't know if I can have a stinky partner either.
You could just dump them if they were that stinky.
Yeah, but it's the idea that all your partners forever will stink. Because that's way too easy. It's like, I'll just dump that person. Like, what if you really like them?
But they smell.
That's true, yeah. Fucking ugly bitch.
Would you rather have HIV and live for 20 years or cancer and live for 10 years?
HIV in 20 years?
Nah,
What's the
cancer.
question?
Well, I mean, basically they're saying if you have HIV, you live for 20 years, you're going to have a lot less sex than you would if you have cancer and you live for 10 years.
So what stopped me from having sex?
More than just that.
Hopefully your own morality.
No. No.
no,
Is it
no, no.
punishable by law to not declare that you